According to what I just pulled up on the this thing called the internet.
So, yes. Okay. And that's funny because I got mine through, I had to call all of these teams.
Where are you at?
Yeah. Where are you? How many games have you lost?
Who's
All
your
that.
star and everything like that?
Yeah. Welcome back to Sports Chat with Greg and Bryan. I'm Bryan.
I'm Greg, freshly back from Phoenix, where it was 103 degrees. Well, 97, but 103 today.
Right.
Got to see the Angels and the Rockies play.
And how'd the game go?
You know what? The Angels won.
Right.
But the way they won was because some dude that's going to play in single A ball got an error on a hard hit ball. But there is a guy on their team that I really, really like, and that's whole nother story. I hope he makes the team.
Okay, that the Angels or the Rockies?
The Angels.
Okay.
Eric Harris's son's on the Rockies.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. We're going to talk about the past, the present, and the future. If you like the discussion, please click the like button below. Subscribe to the channel. We always like that.
And I'm not allowed to say smash anymore.
You're not. And
I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get myself in trouble with something else.
And leave a comment. We'd appreciate that very much.
So let's get into this, Bryan. Huh?
All right. The past. So I owe an apology to the Angels and to Mike Maddox.
Because
I read the news story that they did not bring any radar guns to spring training. And I just thought, okay, how stupid is that? However, here's the deal. It's part of Mike Maddox's plan, and I cannot argue with his plan. I think his plan is right. That it's spring training. You don't want these guys out there throwing their arms out trying to impress the radar gun. You want them to work on movement rather than how hard the ball is thrown. You want them to work on good mechanics. And you want them to work on being pitchers, not just throwers. So I got to look at Mike Maddox and go, okay, dude, you're doing the right thing.
Other than the fact that the other 2019 brought their radar guns.
That's not the point.
And the fact that maybe that might be well, let's tell them this because we did forget the radar guns back there.
That did cross my mind. But if that is what he's doing, it's a good thing. Just take into consideration that his brother was one of the greatest pitchers in the history of Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
And maybe his fastest fastball was 94.
No, no doubt about it. Different era, different bat, different ball. But I mean, there's some pretty unbelievable stories about his brother.
Yeah, Greg Maddox was awesome.
I mean, other stories about how he almost didn't make it in the major leagues.
Yeah, and then look what happened.
And then he's a Hall of Famer. So
right. And Tom Glavine was the same way. We can go through the entire Braves rotation. And so I gotta give props to them. If it really is that they didn't bring them because they didn't want pitchers worrying about velocity and they wanted them working on mechanics, movement, and proper pitching strategy, hey, that's all right.
Well, you know what, Bryan? If they make the playoffs,
they won't. An improvement would be nice.
I'll leave it. An improvement would be very nice for the Angels.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to the present.
One more thing on the Angels is I really hope that Chris Taylor makes a team.
You mean the former Dodger?
He is such a good presence in the clubhouse that I think he will bring a lot to that team if he's in the dugout. They could get him one or two more wins. He played shortstop and he made unbelievable plays at shortstop.
Oh, nice.
He's an unbelievable. I really enjoyed watching him. And yes, the former Dodger.
Okay.
The present
is the women's NCAA tournament. It's going on right now.
That's awesome. So is the men's.
Right. And so I want to make sure that we give a little bit of love to the women's tournament.
So is the NIT.
Okay. I'm talking about the women's basketball tournament. And I'm just, from what I know because I do pay attention to women's basketball. UConn, and you probably can't read it because it's very small, but UConn up there at the top, they're 34-0. It's I don't know how many times they've been an undefeated season. They've got some real players. Obviously, you can't be 34-0 and not have really good players. South Carolina is perpetually, Coach Daly out there at South Carolina has always got great players. Realistically, it's going to come down to the two of those teams playing on this side of the bracket in the semifinals.
Why would they do that if those are the best two teams?
I don't know. Maybe they just, for the way that they had it set up, but I'm just saying that it's going to boil down to South Carolina and UConn, and in that semifinal.
In the semifinal game, they're going to have the best game of the tournament.
I think so, and that's just my bias. I don't see any team in that upper bracket that can beat UConn. There just simply isn't there.
I can't see any team up there.
Well, okay, you have to get really close to it.
Is
So I'm going UConn, and I'm quite frankly I'm going UConn to win the whole thing. I think they will. I think Gino will get his women there, and they'll be ready to go. Yep.
He's been coaching that team for 40 years.
Why would you stop? Because you're going to win, and you're going to win championships,
and you're going to get paid a lot of money.
Yep. All right. So go to the other side of the bracket.
It's backwards.
Well, okay. UCLA is the number one seed there. Texas is the number one seed in the Fort Worth bracket.
Okay. And UCLA is in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Right where they belong.
I don't think, and again, I don't think that there's anybody in that bracket that can beat UCLA.
Did my Trojans make it?
No.
Both their basketball teams didn't.
They didn't make it.
Man.
Well, they're stud, and I can't remember her name.
Yeah, one of them got hurt or something.
She got hurt last year, blew her knee out, so she's been out this entire year. Mm-hmm. She'll come back next year, and then after that, she'll go pro. But Texas is the other number one seed on that Fort Worth side. Texas is gonna make it. I think Texas will beat UCLA.
So you think it's gonna be Texas, UConn?
I think it'll be Texas and UConn. And I believe that was the final last year. I think they'll do it again.
Wouldn't know.
And I think UConn's gonna win. They're just that much better.
So there's a possibility that UConn could win the women's and the men's side.
Yes.
I believe North Dakota State has the same opportunity. Both their men and women's teams made the
in D2.
No, they're North Dakota. I think it's North Dakota State is one of the other 25 teams that gets to make the league and then gets eliminated in the first round.
Yeah, they're not. I was going to say they're not going to win.
There's going to be some upsets in the first round. Why not them?
Okay, you're right. You're exactly right.
There we go.
The present.
Still the present. And it's a present.
The present is the women's curling championship is going on. And the United States has played 7 games. We've won 1. We're 1-6. We are not going on to the next round.
But you have United States, and the updated version, to let you know, has Australia as the number 12 team, and the U.S. is 1 ahead of them.
They must have played.
They're only 1-6, and Australia's 1-7.
Okay, well, see, there you go. Australia played today. The United States didn't.
There you go.
I just had to throw the curling in there.
Canada. Ooh, Sweden. Korea jumped over Sweden. Korea jumped up. South Korea. Yeah. So according to what I just pulled up on the this thing called the internet.
Yes. Okay. And that's funny because I got mine through. I had to call all of these teams.
Where are you at?
Yeah. Where are you? How many games have you lost?
Who's your star and everything like that?
Yeah.
So you just typed it up like this one has like Xenia Schwaller is the Switzerland's curler or something like that.
No, I made sure that I had to call, and it was actually by smoke signal is how we got it.
I thought you knew how to speak all these languages.
Yes. All right. Anyway, so That is going on right now. The women's curling championship. It's in the present. So let's go to the future.
I'm trying to.
The men's championship is coming up March 27th through April 4th in Ogden, Utah.
Why would these people have their championship during March Madness?
They don't think about that.
That's right. They don't think about that.
Look, if you're a curler and you're into curling, March Madness does not matter.
But it matters to like 95% of the rest of the world.
Well,
or the United States.
Yeah, the rest of the world doesn't care. And even a large portion of the United States doesn't care about March Madness. Even though they show the basketball games on CBS all day long and TNT, I would venture to say that there's probably 50% of the United States cares.
Well,
sorry.
You're probably right. Although you were not right about the radar guns.
You're right. I wasn't. That's the past, the present, and the future. And I just want to make sure that we gave love to the Angels. Hey, if that was really the plan to not bring them, more power to you. And UConn women, they're going all the way.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that Ari Moreno doesn't want to have a winning team.
Okay, I'm not going there. You're just doing that to try and get me all fired up.
So if you like that, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you all for listening to Greg and Bryan rant about the Angels and curling and the women's basketball tournament
Yep.
that's on right now.
It's on ESPN,
Okay.
ESPN and ESPN2.
All right. Well, there you go. Women, knock it out of the ballpark.
Yep.
Anything else, Bryan?
I got nothing left.
All right. Take care, y'all.